Alright, guys. Welcome, peeps and poops, to another Bible Reading Sunday where I read the Bible instead of going to church. Because a lot of the churches, they're boring. And I find the Bible much more interesting. So, anyway, let's go ahead and do this. Stand this bad boy up. All right. Yeah, I think this is more interesting. Just I don't know. I mean, a lot of the pastors just say the same thing every week over and over. You know. And yeah, I find it very, much more interesting to just actually read the real thing. All right, let's take a look. So I bought this. Ooh, fancy Bible. You know what? Maybe I'll just leave it in the box. How's that? All right. It's brand new, so there's no any other stuff here. Okay, so I was reading my other Bible. This one. So this one is the English Standard Version. Hold on a second. I have an idea. Why don't I just flip this upside down? Let me see. Hmm. Well, you can read that Genesis thing. You can read that word. Anyway, what I wanted to show is this. Let me see. See where it says International or Standard English Version? See that? So apparently, different people have different versions, translations, and things like that. So I'm just gonna be doing this one. So, and let me see. There's no way to zoom in on this camera. I'm just gonna have to leave it that way. Kind of like leave it upside down. That way you guys can see where I'm reading. So, anyway. Alright, so last time, so I started from Genesis, but that was a different version. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start all over again. That way we can use just this one. Okay, just this version. That's it. Okay. So anyway, here we go. All right. Genesis. The first book of Moses, called Genesis. The creation. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. By the way, I know I talked about this last time. There's also another translation to Spirit of God, and that's the wind of God, like the actual wind. All right. The first day. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. So I always thought that the water above was clouds, right? And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. And God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear, and it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he called together of the waters called he seas. That's a weird way to put it. Called he seas. You know what's better? I'm gonna grab that camera so you guys can see what's going on here. Let me grab this camera. Hold on. This is a new stream, so there's some things that are new with it. I still don't know exactly how to go about it, so give me a minute. I think I'm just gonna, just grab the camera, okay, and then have you guys read along with me. All right. Let's take a look. Let me flip it. There you go. Okay. See, I think this is much better. I think. You know what? It could use a little bit more light. Hold on a second. All right, that's a little bit more clear. Let's see. Hold on. It's a little bit better. Okay, good stuff. Like I said, it's all experimental, you know? Anyway, where were we? Darkness, night. The firmament. Okay. So, morning, second day. Okay. And God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. See that? He sees. It's not weird. And God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth." And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven." And to this camera doesn't have a whole lot of focus. I just noticed. I wonder if I can fix that. No, it doesn't have focus. It's fixed. Oh well. It's gonna have to be a problem for another day. All right. Every creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth, in the open firmament of heaven. And God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought from abundantly, after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. By the way, it's very weird that in the other version there was no mention of whales in this part. So, and God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth." And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. Okay. And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. Yeah, even spiders. And God said, let us make in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. By the way, little note, okay, same as last time. So he blessed the animals, okay, so the animals are blessed by God, put in charge by man, and assigned to subdue the earth. That's very different than exploiting and destroying and, like freaking completely make extinct. Okay, that's very different. Okay, it's not the same thing. All right, so there's your Christian argument for conservation right there. Okay, obviously it's okay to hunt, right? Okay, but it's not okay to drive species into extinction. That's not cool. All right. The giving of food. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meal. To you it shall be for meat. That's weird because the other version didn't say meat. Okay? So, I think that meat can be exchanged for food, just like regular food. So, I don't know. I don't like that translation right there. To you shall be for food, it should say, not meat. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. See what I'm saying? See the problem? With this translation of meat, it should be food. It's food. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Yeah, I think I saw that it was good too. The seventh day. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the hosts of them. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. These are the generations of the heavens and of the earth, when they were created, in the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. and every plant of the field before it and every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb in the field before it grew. For the Lord God had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground. But there went up a mist from the earth,